Everything you think you know about survival might be the reason you won't survive. Movies trained you to trust instincts that feel right. Comforting, familiar, heroic. And almost all of them are lethal. Because in real survival, the body doesn't care about courage. It only cares about physics, biology, and brutal consequences. Today, we're dismantling the survival advice that sounds smart, but quietly kills people every year. And the first myth is one you've probably believed your entire life. That sounds smart, but quietly kills people every year.
And yes, hit subscribe. Otherwise, you'll end up in the same condition. You can see what's happening behind, right?
Myth number 1, eating snow will keep you alive. Picture this. You're stranded in the cold. Lips cracked, throat burning, snow everywhere. Your brain whispers, water is right there. Just eat it, that thought has ended lives. Here's the trap, your body is an engine. And in a cold survival scenario, heat is your fuel. Every calorie, every degree, every ounce of warmth is precious. When you eat snow, your body doesn't just drink it, it has to melt it first. That melting process steals heat directly from your core, your organs, your heart, your brain. You feel hydrated for minutes. Then confusion sets in, your movements slow. Your judgment collapses and hypothermia accelerates like a runaway train. People don't freeze because they ran out of water. They freeze because they ran out of heat. If you must drink snow, melt it outside your body. Never turn your stomach into a heat sink. And if that one surprised you, the next myth is even worse. Myth number 2, alcohol warms you up. You've seen it 1,000 times. A flask in a blizzard, a heroic swig, instant warmth. That warmth is a lie. Alcohol doesn't heat you. It redistributes your heat away from where you need it most. It dilates your blood vessels, rushing warm blood to your skin. You feel flushed, relaxed, comfortable. Meanwhile, your core temperature is plummeting. It's like opening every window in your house during a snowstorm because the living room felt stuffy. For a few minutes, you feel better, then the cold wins. And by the time your body realizes what's happening, it's already too late. In survival situations, alcohol isn't medicine, it's sabotage. And that brings us to a myth Hollywood refuses to let die. Myth number 3, suck the venom out. Western movies made this look heroic. Knife, X-shaped cut, desperate suction. In real survival medicine, it's a disaster. Snake venom doesn't sit politely in one spot waiting to be vacuumed out. It spreads through tissue and bloodstream almost instantly. So when you try to suck it out, here's what actually happens. You introduce mouth bacteria into an open wound. You destroy surrounding tissue with suction. You increase swelling, infection, and necrosis. You don't save the limb, you risk losing it. Real survival means staying calm, immobilizing the limb, and getting medical help fast. Not performing movie magic with a death sentence attached. But desserts are where myths get truly deadly. Myth number 4, drink cactus water. This one has killed people slowly and horribly. You're lost, the sun is brutal. You see a cactus and think, nature's canteen. Almost every cactus contains toxic, alkaline fluid, not drinkable water. It's a chemical defense system designed to punish anything desperate enough to try. Drink it and your body revolts. Violent vomiting, explosive diarrhea, rapid dehydration. In a survival desert scenario, vomiting isn't discomfort. It's a countdown. Yes, there is one cactus species that's safe. And unless you're a trained botanist, guessing is Russian roulette with dehydration. Which leads perfectly into the next myth people follow blindly. Myth number 5, moss always points north. This myth has sent hikers walking in circles until exhaustion wins. Moss doesn't care about north, it cares about shade and moisture, cliffs, trees, hills, forest density. Moss grows wherever conditions allow, sometimes on every side of a tree. Trusting moss as a compass doesn't guide you to safety. It quietly drains your energy until you can't keep walking anymore. In survival, false confidence is more dangerous than fear. And now we enter the myths where panic meets predators. Myth number 6, punch the shark in the nose. Sounds brave, looks cool, fails in reality. Underwater, your punch is slow, the target is small, and it sits inches above a mouth filled with knives. Miss by an inch and the encounter ends permanently. Eyes and gills are sensitive, but let's be honest, if you're fist fighting a shark, the odds were already against you. Survival isn't about dominance, it's about avoidance. And that lesson becomes terrifyingly important when fur enters the equation. Myth number 7, play dead for bears. This advice is only half true. And half-truths kill, with grizzlies or brown bears in defensive attacks, yes. Playing dead can save you, but with black bears, lying down turns you into food. Black bears are opportunistic, you collapse. They assume the meal has already begun. With black bears, survival means fighting back. Noise, size, aggression, knowing the difference between species isn't trivia. It's the line between survival and becoming a statistic. And finally, the myth that gets people chased. Myth number 8, you can outrun a bear. No, you can't. The fastest human ever recorded barely touches 27 miles per hour. A bear hits 35 through brush uphill without slowing. Running triggers the predator response. It flips a switch from curiosity to pursuit. Once you run, you're no longer a human, you're prey. And the next myth number 9 kills people quietly, slowly, with a bottle of water still in their hands. Because sometimes the most dangerous survival mistake isn't panic. It's patience, and most people don't realize it until it's already too late. Most people who die in survival situations aren't reckless. They're careful. They follow advice they've heard their entire lives. And that's exactly why myth number 9 is so deadly, because it feels responsible, while it quietly shuts your body down. Myth number 9, ration your water. This one feels logical, smart even. You sip, you save, you wait until you're really thirsty. Search and rescue teams hate this myth. Because they keep finding bodies in the desert with half-full canteens sitting right beside them. Here's the truth no one tells you. Your body is the only water container that matters. When you're dehydrated, your brain malfunctions first. Judgment collapses. Motor skills deteriorate. Small decisions become fatal mistakes. You don't die because you ran out of water. You die because dehydration turned you careless, slow, and confused. If you have water, drink it. A hydrated brain plans. A dehydrated brain panics. Saving water for later is betting your life on a future version of yourself that may never exist. And once cold enters the equation, instinct becomes even more dangerous. Myth number 10, rub frostbitten skin. Your fingers go numb, white, stiff. Your instincts scream, rub them. Create heat. That instinct causes permanent damage. Frostbite means ice crystals have formed inside your cells. Tiny, sharp structures like microscopic glass. When you rub frostbitten skin, you're not warming it. You're shredding tissue from the inside out. What could have been mild damage becomes necrosis, then infection, then amputation. Real survival means gentle warming. Skin-to-skin contact. Warm, not hot. Water. No friction. No force, you're melting ice. Not sanding flesh. And now for a myth hiding inside almost every survival kit ever sold. Myth number 11, space. Blankets keep you warm. They look high-tech, shiny, crinkly, emergency grade, but space blankets don't create heat. They don't insulate. They reflect warmth back toward you. And reflection means nothing if the ground is stealing heat faster than your body can produce it. Lie directly on frozen earth wrapped in a space blanket, and the ground will drain your heat through conduction. Silently, relentlessly, people have frozen to death wrapped in those blankets because they forgot one critical survival rule. The ground is your enemy. Insulation first. Leaves, pine boughs, backpack, anything. Only then does the space blanket work. And now we reach the final myth. The one that became famous. The one people argue about. The one that feels desperate and therefore tempting. Myth number 12, drink your urine. Television made this myth legendary, but TV had something you won't. Medical teams. Rehydration fluids. A safe extraction. Urine is waste. It's what your body worked hard to get rid of: salts, toxins, urea. When you drink it, you're not hydrating, you're recycling poison. Your kidneys now need even more water to filter the same toxins again. That accelerates dehydration, not slows it. In extreme scenarios, this creates a feedback loop that ends in kidney failure. It feels extreme, heroic, doing whatever it takes, but survival isn't about theatrics. It's about efficiency. And urine is the opposite of efficient. Here's the uncomfortable truth: most survival myths don't kill instantly. They kill slowly, quietly, while convincing you that you're doing the right thing. That's what makes them so dangerous. Real survival isn't cinematic. It isn't brave speeches and bold gestures. It's understanding how fragile the human body actually is, and how unforgiving nature can be when physics and biology are ignored. The wild doesn't reward confidence. It rewards correct decisions. Every myth you just heard has ended lives, not because people were foolish, but because they trusted stories instead of science. And the most powerful survival skill of all? Knowing when your instincts are lying to you, because in survival, feeling right can be fatal. And knowing better is the difference between rescue and silence.